See these men attacking anti-government protesters at the office of the Georgian Dream Party? None were arrested, despite obvious proof of criminal behavior. This was 2019 in Georgia, a year marked by protest and political polarization, by bigotry and violence. In this video, OC Media breaks down key events to show you what happened in Georgia in 2019. For a decade, Georgia has found itself stuck between two political parties, the United National Movement and Georgian Dream. This rivalry has distracted from the country's real problems. Georgians are still poor. The value of Georgian lari has tumbled further this year, making household goods even more expensive. In a recent poll, 61% of Georgians said that they consider themselves unemployed, in sharp contrast to the official unemployment rate, which stands at only 13%. Georgian Dream, in power for 8 years, responded with its billionaire, party chair Ivanishvili, encouraging Georgians to work abroad instead.
რეალობიდან უნდა გამოვიდეთ და არა ეიფორიულად ვიძახოთ რომ ჩვენ მუშაობას აღმოფხვრით, ჩვენ ყველას დავასაქმებთ, რომ ჩვენ დავაბრუნებთ ჩვენს ემიგრანტებს, მუდმივად ვამბობთ. ეს არის მარტივი პროცესი. 10 წლეულები ჭირდება ამას, რომ ჩვენ ყველანი დავასაქმოთ საკუთარ სამშობლოში.
Those lucky enough to have a job have continued to die because of poor workplace safety. This year, 38 people died and 135 were injured in work-related accidents. 2019 was also the year of protest and police violence. These two people lost their eyesight during a police crackdown on protesters in June. Over 2 days, 280 people were sent to the hospital. These are the residents of the Ivanishvili, many of them elderly, who were met with the batons of the riot police as they protested against a new hydropower plant. This year has also seen efforts to neutralize certain opposition media and financial elites. But not everything in 2019 was bad. Sexual harassment was outlawed, and the country held its first ever queer pride march. Though the Pride March had to be staged guerrilla style, as the authorities refused to protect it from the violent homophobic mobs. Then Prime Minister Mamukha said that claims of homophobia in Georgia are exaggerated. Speaking of those who claim to have moral superiority, accusations of homosexuality made against Georgian Patriarch Ilya II tore through the Georgian Orthodox Church like an explosion. Of course, the Patriarch shook off the accusations. Meanwhile, a new scandal erupted as Georgian Dream backtracked on a promise to make the electoral system fully proportional. Those who protested the U-turn were met with more police violence. Meanwhile, tensions escalated in South Ossetia this year, with detentions, new checkpoints, and vigilante patrols. At the end of the year, the suicide of a teenage boy, following alleged pressure from the police, shook Georgia, continuing a decade-long trend of police abuse. Finally, 2019 has shown us that Ivanishvili's Georgia is heading towards a breaking point. As his grip tightens over the judicial system, as it breaks promise after promise, Georgia marches towards an even deeper crisis.